Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. This is Fiona at Drawings in a Drawer, and on here we discuss everything watercolour and everything artsy really. So if that is something that might interest you, be sure to click the notification bell so you won't miss any of my uploads. Subscribe, and if you have any questions, leave a comment down below and I will answer them. Today we're going to talk about something that is one of the most asked questions I get, apart from water to paint ratio in watercolour, and that is, how do you improve your drawing skills? So we're going to be talking about that, and I'm going to be giving you some helpful tips. So these are just some sketches that I did recently. It's not something that you'd usually see in my sketchbooks, not in my watercolour sketchbooks for sure. But they are a really good warm-up and excellent to improve your drawing skills. And I got this idea to fill in this spread that I had in my sketchbook, which felt kind of empty. You will see that in a minute. With these sketches, just sketching fast, sketching loose, and I'll show you how I did it. If you want to improve your drawing skills, grab a cheap sketchbook and try to take it with you wherever you can. Keep it in your bag, keep it in your backpack. Do more life drawing. You don't need to go to live drawing classes or pay for anything. And if you don't want to leave your home, you can also use line of action. You can pick the kind of subject you want to draw, and also it will set a timer for you. And you can also choose how long that needs to be. 20, 40 seconds, it's what I started off with, but it can be up to 15 minutes or an hour even. But I would suggest you stay on the shorter limit of time to begin with. It kind of defeats the purpose if you make it longer. Also, line of action is free, so you can do this from the comfort of your sofa. Sketching live or sketching using a time limit with your reference image are very similar in method. When we are sketching someone live or a reference photo for a limited amount of time, your eye has to pick up basic information, the shape of the head and neck, the distance between the shoulder and the chin, especially when we are drawing someone in an unusual position, like someone with their legs crossed or their elbow on a table, and someone who is about to get up and move. There's no way you can start thinking about details this early on and with so little time before they switch positions. The lesson you learn drawing this way will not only train your fine motor skills, the small muscles in your hands, but will also leave an imprint of that in your brain, which will help the next time you want to sketch something similar. For this exercise, I just picked some photos from Pinterest and set a timer on my phone, the shortest one being around 50 seconds and the longer one being around 3 minutes. When drawing in profile, I also like to use a simplified version of the Loomis method. You can look that up. It will take me too long to describe it in detail on here. But basically, I draw a sphere shape like a ball, and then I add on all the features that protrude from the sphere area, like the nose, the brow, the lips, and this really helps so much. Whether you use Loomis method or not, having a horizontal line to get the position of the eyes right, and of the nose and of the mouth, so 3 horizontal lines on the face, or having a vertical line that rounds down the middle of the face are also really useful to get symmetry. You might say, Fiona, that's not for me. I need to spend time on my drawing. I don't want the pressure of a time limit or a timer going off. Well, yes, I do understand, but I urge you to give this a try. Drawing live or with a time limit allows you to, it actually makes you draw what you're seeing as opposed to drawing what you think something or someone looks like, which is basically the key to improving your drawing skills faster. This is the one method that will really get you seeing results faster than you could possibly expect them. Working this way doesn't only apply to people, it also applies to animals, and with animals I tend to focus more on geometric shapes. You can break things down into rectangles and triangles and squares and then flesh them out. It is much easier than trying to guess the shape of a dog's face or a horse's face just by looking at them. Start with rough edges. Having a time limit also has another positive aspect to it. You have no excuses. You can't say, I don't have the time, because we all have 10 minutes a day, 5 minutes a day, or 3 minutes a day to practice our sketching this way. Approach the drawing in a different way. For example, when you draw the eyes, most people draw the iris first, or the shape of the eye. Instead, try drawing the eye, focusing on the white of the eye on either sides of the iris or around the iris. You will be impressed by how this will improve your drawings of eyes. Start noticing negative space. It's what people also call air space in art. It's the space around and between objects. So instead of focusing on the actual object, we are focusing on what is between objects, the distance between objects, not only between objects, but also in the face between features. Start noticing the distance between the corner of the lip and the sharpest edge of the jaw, between the nose and the ear. It is so easy to get proportions wrong when not noticing negative space, but when we look at what seems unimportant, we suddenly realise how important it is in drawing. Set out to be intentionally messy with your sketches. Otherwise, you'll end up thinking that you've messed up, and that will probably make you lose confidence in yourself. Also, even though I do some of that here, avoid putting in any shadow work or any details till later. Remember, you can always go back to these sketches and improve them, improve the details. That is something that you have to leave for later though. And if you're still feeling very doubtful about drawing this way, start off with something simple like a mouse. Drawing a mouse in profile like I'm doing now just comes down to drawing one larger sphere and a smaller one, and then just fleshing them out, adding a triangle for the tip of the nose and little paws that are only squares with triangles attached to them. This is easy. Start off easy if you don't feel confident. taking it from the top, live drawing. And one suggestion is, if you feel shy about this, draw someone or sketch someone who is not facing you, so you won't worry about them noticing. Line of Action. It's a free website, so head over there. There are no excuses for drawing only 3 or 4 minutes a day. They said I'm going to start a challenge on my Patreon in September, where we're going to be sketching for 10 minutes via Zoom every day. My patrons don't even know about this yet, so if you're a patron and you're watching, surprise. If you want to join us, all you need to do is check the link in the description box, and that will take you down to my Patreon, and this will be for all tiers. I will see you next week, guys. I will be uploading my video that I filmed in Scotland. It will take me quite a while to edit that, so I thought I'd do something simpler and shorter for this week. Please join my Facebook group, Fiona Di Pinto's Watercolour Students. I'll leave it linked down below, and you can show me the work that you did. But get sketching. Come on, jump on this challenge. You can do it. I will see you next week. Bye for now.